Earlier today, a grand jury here in Pima County declined to file any criminal charges against a former Tucson Police Department officer in the shooting death that occurred on November 29th, 2021 at the Lowe's home improvement store on Valencia, where Richard Lee Richards was killed. My goal here in the next few minutes is to try to educate a little bit about this process, because as I just told you, we are over 3 years past since the incident occurred. That length of time, that long, arduous process, falls in line with a trend of nationwide high-profile officer-involved shootings or excessive force. These cases take a very long time to analyze and go forth, and I want to share with you a little bit about that process today. Going back to late 2021, when this incident occurred, it was the first year of our brand new administration. We were still in the throes of the COVID pandemic. But more to the point here in this incident, no Pima County Grand Jury, no Pima County jury had ever ruled over a local shooting by a police officer since events that had occurred in 1989. And what that meant for our new administration was that there was no playbook or manual in which to approach this case. With the gravity of that weight before us, with absolutely tremendous local violent crime expert prosecutors here in-house, we also sought out a team of longtime veteran former prosecutors out of Maricopa County who had indeed taken officer-involved shootings to trial. And from that consultation group, we were led to the introduction to nationally renowned use of force expert John McMahon and his work partner Jorge Villegas out of the LA area. And we contracted with them to analyze the case before us of the death of Mr. Richards. Before we ever decided to go to the grand jury, we allowed that process to go forward, where McMahon developed a report and an analysis of his investigation. And again, our local prosecutors here in the office reviewed that before a group out of the homicide panel collectively decided to go ahead and move forward to the grand jury. Again, following a nationwide trend, we then ended up in protracted litigation. This case went before the Court of Appeals and then eventually to the Arizona Supreme Court, which just issued a final order this past December, a month ago in 2024, allowing the case to finally go before grand jury today. Grand jury proceedings are largely secret by law, and there are really important reasons for that. If an accused is brought before a grand jury and the grand jury declines to file charges against them, the accused should enjoy the secrecy of that because they have not been charged by their peers for a crime. Unfortunately, in this high-profile situation, neither the family, the next of kin, nor the accused were able to enjoy that kind of anonymity. But further, grand jurors should do their honorable work without their own security fears. Witnesses must be assured and encouraged to come in and report crime, knowing that those proceedings are largely, again, unless by rule of court, largely anonymous. And so we aren't here today to rehash what happened before the grand jury and how they declined charges, nor am I here to litigate the case in the court of public opinion. Because today the grand jury spoke and declined to file any criminal charges. And unless further information comes to light, which seems quite unexpected, we intend to close the case here at this point. Working with John McMahon and Jorge Villegas, and most especially lead prosecutor Chris Ward has been an honor to watch their work through what is an unwanted situation, the loss of life and an officer under criminal scrutiny. They were professional and carried this case with high integrity. It remains an honor, frankly, for me to continue to work alongside Chris Ward and his hard work here. We respect the grand jury's decision because, again, when we talk about a nationwide trend, this is not unexpected. Just a quick cursory review of recent cases in recent years will call to mind names across the nation: Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, Freddie Gray, Philando Castile, Breonna Taylor. It is often across the nation that no criminal charges are sought, or grand juries decline to file criminal charges, or juries acquit officers based on this, on conduct when there is an allegation of excessive use of force or an unlawful shooting. And Arizona law is no different. There are Arizona statutes that must be analyzed before a decision is made, explained to a grand jury or a jury in a felony trial, that apply only to officers in the line of duty and don't apply to the rest of us. We are disappointed with this outcome because we believed it was proper to present this case to the grand jury. But we will respect the decision from here on out. And moments ago, Chris Ward and I reached out to next of kin, to the defense attorney, and to Tucson Police Chief Chad Kazmar, professionally and courteously. And last, this is just a message from me to Victoria. This does not diminish your loss. This decision does not diminish the childhood siblinghood that you enjoyed with him. And this decision does not diminish your grief. The Victim Services Division here at the People's Office will continue to support you in any way you so choose as you become the strong survivor that you are. Thank you.